So hello guys, it's Kumar K. Previously, I worked at Amazon and Mia.net as a software engineer. I cracked those offers off campus despite being from a tier 4 college. And now I spend most of my time in guiding and training students so they can reach their final goal. And I really love doing that. Coming to my love for DSA, I am, rated 2242 on lead code. I'm guardian on lead code basically. I come under top 0.7% DSA coders in the world on lead code in terms of DSA contests. World rank is 313 and All India rank 12 is in Google Code Gem 2021, which I possess. And Google Code Gem is the toughest algorithmic DSA competition in the whole world. Okay. Apart from that, guys, in 2025, last year only, I got this world rank in top 700 and All India rank in top 300 in Meta Facebook Hacker Cup, and the T-shirt got delivered to me from USA to India. Now, there are many people who are watching this video and they want to master DSA as quickly as possible, like in the shortest amount of time. So, this video I'm making to give the roadmap and the premium esoteric secret strategies, tips, and tricks to those people so they can understand how they can master DSA, coding, etc. in the shortest amount of time in the best efficient way. So before I start explaining you all these high quality strategies, I want to show you something. So like let's take these things as case studies, okay? So let's go to student number 1, okay? So, guys, this is my student Nishant Maheshwari. Just 1 week back, he cracked the offer from Amazon. So, despite being a working professional, in just 1.5 year of one-to-one mentoring with me and day live training and all the other features which we give to our students, he cracked this offer. So, whatever tricks which I'm going to tell you in this video, the same tricks I taught my student Nishant Maheshwari. Okay, you can see how happy he is on his selection. Now, let's take the second case study of the second student. So, guys, Vyom Goyal. Okay, so obviously, Vyom Goyal is my student who is in his final year of college. Okay, and via Amazon Hackon, he was able to get Amazon SD internship offer. Okay, he reached the grand finale of Amazon Hackon, and it requires lots of DSA and system design metal to reach there. Anyways, now let's go to another student of mine. Yeah, guys, student Akshita Reddy. She also cracked Amazon internship offer. Okay, like she's currently in her final year. Okay, and let's take one more student of mine. Okay, Abhishek. He cracked a software application engineer offer from Amazon. All these selections have happened in the last 1 to 1.5 month only. This one is just 1 day back. So whatever strategies I shared with them, which led to all these results, exact same strategies I'm going to share with you. So let's start with the strategy sharing procedure. Okay. So guys, listen. If you want to master DSA in shortest amount of time, you need to make things simple. What happens is that many people are trying to make things very complex for themselves, and that's why they are not able to reach their final goal. Make things simple means what? I will tell you what does it mean. Okay, so let's try to think. The simplest method to master DSA and beat 99% of your peers or competitors, whatever you want to say. Like you should never possess this feeling of beating other people, but you will naturally go ahead of other people in terms of DSA progress if you follow this strategy. I tell this strategy to each of my students, and I make sure that most of my students do follow this strategy. Okay, that strategy is cut out the distractions. So see, the main reason why you are not able to focus a lot on DSA and why your lots of output which you want in terms of your DSA improvement is not coming it is mainly because you're not cutting out distractions. So like mobile should not be using much, Instagram should not be using much, WhatsApp should not be using much, even LinkedIn not should not be using much, Snapchat not be using much, even YouTube use it in a limited fashion. Okay, so the strategy is that as soon as you wake up in the morning, you drink water, and the mobile which you have, like most of your personal problems, no matter what is your case, are all originating from this thing called as mobile. So you keep the mobile in other room. You wake up, drink water, do your brushing, whatever you want, and then start studying DSA. Start studying DSA. Okay. So you are studying DSA. You have opened your laptop, your book, paper, pen, notes. Okay, your compiler, and the textual solution and video solution. Also, you can keep those links with you in case you are not able to solve the question. You can go through them. When you wake up in the morning, just do this thing for 2 to 5 hours non-stop. It brings like immense result. I know many of you have never tried this. You wake up in the morning, there is this thing called as mobile, right? You keep this mobile in another room for the early morning 2 to 5 hours. and you only do DSA coding on laptop. On laptop, don't open any other website. You will not open LinkedIn. You will not even open YouTube. Don't open anything. Only the DSA question links, the textual solutions, the video solution links. They might redirect you to YouTube. It's fine. And your book, paper, pen. You put your 101% focus on doing the question only, and you will do nothing else. When you start doing these things, many thoughts will come in your brain. Many things will try to distract you. You know, it's called as internal stimuli, which will try to distract you. You don't have to give in. You just have to sit and tell your brain, no, 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 go back to this question. Start thinking about this question again. Your thoughts will go in other directions. It will try to discuss some other issue in your life. Still, bring your thoughts back. Bring your thoughts back to the DSA question. Whenever you see that the thought is going away, bring it back to the question. So what will happen is that in the first hour, you are going to have lots of fights with your brain. Okay, clear? Because DSA coding is a very, it is a very, in terms of a cognitive basis, it is a very intense cognitive task. Okay, so it requires lots of mental energy, creativity, problem solving. It requires a lots of energy and focus from your brain. So for 1 hour it will fight, but after that you will reach your deep flow state. Okay, now what is this deep flow state? Deep flow state means you forget that you exist and you only think about the coding question, the solution, and you implement. Nothing else, no outside thing, no internal stimuli is able to disturb you. So basically what does this mean is that you are able to do the work and you are only thinking of work while doing the work. This leads to 101% of productivity. Now you will be doing the questions and the implementation of coding and logic. Everything is going to come super quick in your mind. You will feel like a magician. You will feel like, wow, I did not know that I'm so great. Yes, you did not know you are so great because all of your potential and all of your potential and the real energy and the real IQ which you had were hidden or taken away by your mobile, all the social media distractions, relationship issues, addictions, addictive patterns, negative thoughts. All these things are stopping you from reaching your true potential. So for the next 2 to 5 hours you will be fully focused, and like there are many scientific explanations. What happens in terms of biological side is that your dopamine baseline starts increasing, and many biological changes happen in your body and mind when you are sitting with a topic for 2 to 5 hours. You will start finding it interesting as well, and after the second hour you will feel enjoyment from the DSA work only, and that will make you continue till 5 hours. Now even if you're a working professional or even if you're a college student, okay, just wake up in the morning, at least do it for 1 hour, 1.5 hour. If you cannot do that much, then slowly you can try to increase it to 2, 3, 4, 5. Sky is the limit. Now coming to your mobile, like you will not touch the mobile for 2 to 5 hours. If some important calls come up, you can just tell your parents to pick them up for you. And if it is something urgent, something important, your parents or someone should be there to tell you that, yeah, this thing has happened, so go please. And most probably for calls also you can keep open, like you are not going to get like 10 calls, maximum 2 3 calls, right? So those you can pick up. Clear? But mostly try to just stay away. Now let's discuss about the second strategy, which is again very important. Second strategy is that you need to force your brain to grow. Like I will make a very big separate video on this. This basically means don't use AI. Many students just use AI while doing DSA and then they fail very badly. First of all, AI is a probabilistic Bayesian model. Okay, so many times when you ask it high quality DSA questions, it does not give you the correct code, nor does it give you the correct explanation. It has errors. And if the person who is learning or using AI, if their level is not high, they will end up learning the wrong stuff. Apart from that, like many people do this thing on lead code for the problem of the day and things like that. They just paste the question in AI chat GPT, they get the code and they just paste the code and they go ahead. So many people are just copy pasting codes from AI and they are not actually understanding what is happening. Okay, so see, I had my students of programming in 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I have noticed that the students I had in the earlier years, their intelligence level and grasping level and their DSA coding level were very high. They used to understand the things I'm teaching. Their default level was very high. That intelligence default level was very high. The students coming in the program and which I'm training and guiding since 2024 now, they are behaving very weirdly. They have 1,000+ questions done on lead code, expert rating on code forces, 2,000+ rating on lead code. But when I take their mock interview, even if I ask a medium DSA question, they're not able to do. Now the issue is entirely because the learning process of the brain. How does that happen? When you look at a question, you should try to solve it and take 10, 15 or even 30 minutes and try your best on a paper. Try to do rough work, try to jot down all possible approach, whatever your brain is telling you, all thoughts, all possible solutions, you should try to write it down on this paper. After 30 minutes, even if you don't get the full solution, then you can look at the answer, right? This is the best process, but people don't understand it on a deeper level. What happens is that they see the question, they just try to understand the question for 2 3 minutes, and they quickly put it into the AI to get the answer, and then they try to understand the answer from the AI. That is hampering the learning process in your brain. Your brain learns when the neural circuits are getting developed. So when you are struggling with the question for 30 minutes, when you're facing that pain in your mind of not being able to solve the question, then your mind gets stimulated and activated actually. Okay, after the pain, if you show the solution to your mind, it is going to remember that solution so deeply and so intricatively. Like, how to explain you? Because you struggled with the question, already the neural circuits have started forming in your mind, which are not happening in the minds of the people who immediately look at the solution through AI. Now, because these neural circuits are forming in your mind, now when you look at the solution, now you are able to understand, grasp, and retain and remember that technique, that trick, 1000% times better than the person who just looked at it after 2 3 minutes of trying. So this is one problem. If you don't use AI, it helps you like this. You will beat 99% of your competitors, but yeah, never have that feeling of beating other people. Like, you just do good, and organically you will go ahead because most of the other people are not following these things. Now, these are the strategies. Whenever a new person enrolls in my program, I tell them these things, and they really really help a lot. Now, let me tell you the next thing, which is many people know the logic of the problem. Okay, they know the logic of the problem, so they just tell ChatGPT or Gemini or some AI model to implement this logic, and they get the code. So they are trying to skip the process of writing code. Now, this also leads to a very big problem, is that their mind muscle memory, their mind to finger connection, your mind and these are your fingers. You try to, think, analyze, and then you type, right? So let's call it as mind muscle finger connection. This is getting weakened because this is never getting activated. 90% of the code you are making AI only write your code of DSA. So when the actual DSA interview happens of any company, let's say top product based company, or if you have to actually give some way, where you finally have the need to write the full code on your own, because you have not practiced and you don't have those neural connections of mind finger and doing those things quickly, you will ultimately fail them. So even though you know the logic, you will not be able to implement. Implementation is like calculation in your mind, and you don't have that practice. Neural circuits have not developed in your brain, and you're going to fail. Now, not just the impact on the interviews and the online assessments and not getting job. Yes, that is a very big byproduct of not implementing each and every DSA solution by on your own and always giving it to AI. Okay, like, there is a MIT study, and there are many more studies now released, which explains that they separated the people into two groups. The group number one, people who used AI for the cognitive tasks, problem solving tasks, reading, essay writing, and things like that. And the other people who were not allowed to use any AI at all for weeks, and they were also allowed, and one of these groups was allowed to use Google search, but no AI. This group's brain's gray matter activity was very, very high. So basically, this group performed 100% time better than the first group. The first group lacked creativity, problem solving, everything, because they were using AI. But because of too much use of AI, what happened is that some important parts of their brain, hippocampus and things like that, they stopped getting activated. So basically, आपके दिमाग के जो पार्ट्स है ना, जो आपको बताते हैं कि प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग कैसे करनी है, क्रिएटिविटी कैसे लानी है, कैसे दिमाग लगाना है, वो पार्ट्स यूज होना बंद हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि दिमाग को लगता है कि this machine will solve it for me. So brain tries to do cognitive offloading. It's trying to give its thinking process to the AI, and in return, brain exercise is not happening. Brain exercise is not happening, and brain is not improving. Another main problem is that AI does not give the correct output all the time for the code and the logic. It does not explain you the deep insights, intuition. You can only know that by struggling yourself for hours on many, many different DSA problems. So it gives the wrong stuff to you, and you end up learning the wrong stuff as well. Like, I have so much data and so much proof of these things. Like, I have 2 hour content on this thing, and I'm going to release it in the next 3 to 4 videos about the heavy negative impacts of using AI on your coding career, DSA, dev, and the system design thinking and things like that. So things are simple. What you do is that you wake up in the morning, guys. This mobile which you have, you keep it in another room. Okay, full focus for 2 to 5 hours. Just give your best. Obviously, I have many videos which tell you the exact DSA roadmap, the resources, the videos to watch, step-by-step plan. All of that you will find in my YouTube comment. And my free 51-hour course, and the free DSA OECP live training I give on Saturday, Sunday in my WhatsApp group. All of that you will find in the comments. And also, some of those things will be in my YouTube description. So you just don't use this mobile, okay? Don't use this mobile. Don't use this mobile. Do that morning trick for 2 to 5 hours. Whenever you struggle with a DSA problem, Let your brain struggle for 15 to 30 minutes. Let your brain struggle. And then look at the textual solutions by human. Okay, lead code discuss or just Google search and read the different blogs. Okay, in which cases should you use AI? If you've really struggled a lot, 30 minutes have spent, you have watched multiple YouTube videos, you've read many of the textual solutions of the people, and still you are not getting it, then you can ask AI in that case. Or if you have written the code but you're getting error again and again and you're not able to debug, in that case you can use AI. But generally you will not need AI if you have tried 15 to 30 minutes and then all the solutions are available online, right? In terms of videos and all. When you read those solutions, what happen is that you have to do some extra hard work to understand the written solutions by other humans. And when you watch the YouTube videos of the creators, because the person is explaining via video, there is a higher chance that he will end up explaining why the things or logic are proceeding in this way. And because you have also done 30 minutes hard work, now your brain is ready to grasp the information. So yes, you can use AI also after 30 minutes of hard work, intense work you have done. But I want you to consume the solution in such a manner which does not give you the full solution. So try to look at the first few lines by AI, or let's say the textual solutions you're reading. If you get some hint, then okay, proceed on solving again. Still not able to do, read one more line, read one more line. Like, this is the strategy of learning DSA. Many of the students don't know these tricks, but hopefully you guys will follow it. So guys, with the name of God, Ram Ram, I will meet you guys in the next video. Ram Ram.